ever tried to explain narcissistic abuse and the person's eyes just glaze over? Like your story was just too small to matter. Like you were making something out of nothing. That's what I call invisible bruises, because this isn't a bruise that someone else can see. It's silence, it's rejection, it's indifference, so cold it leaves you shivering inside a warm room. And if you've lived it, you know what I'm talking about. And if you haven't, you might think, what's the big deal? But that's the trap. That's why survivors stay silent, because it sounds too small to matter. But it isn't too small. It's devastating. That's exactly what happened to Annie. She tried to tell her aunt once. She tried to describe what it felt like living with a man who spoke to everyone else with charm, but to her, he spoke with contempt. And he tried to put it all into words, the silence at the dinner table, the way he'd walk past her without even looking, how he never said her name with any tenderness. And her aunt said, "You're not newlyweds anymore, Annie. You have a child. That's life." Do you hear it? Do you hear the dismissal? That's what makes this kind of abuse so invisible. In that moment, Annie just didn't feel alone. She began to wonder if she could trust her own perceptions, her own feelings again. Annie realized, to the outside world, if it didn't look like abuse, I guess it wasn't. But inside her, invisible bruises were just multiplying. Every time her husband ignored or dismissed her, every time he turned his charm outward and his contempt inward, another bruise would bloom in a place no one else could see. I think about that a lot. It's why invisible bruises are so devastating. They force you into silence. They convince you that no one will ever understand, that no one will believe you, and maybe you are the problem after all. I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen it in individuals who have written to me. There's an eerie common thread. Each survivor carries invisible bruises like secret maps etched into our bodies and into our minds. But what people don't see is how the accumulation of that silent cruelty breaks a soul. The way laughter catches in our throats because joy was just punished way too many times. And when someone says, "It doesn't sound that bad, that's just life," it's like pressing down on every single bruise all at one time. But here's the truth. Invisible bruises are real. They hurt just as much, if not more, than the ones that the world sees. And they take longer to heal, because healing starts when somebody believes you. So this one is for every survivor who carries bruises no one else can see. This is for every survivor who's ever tried to explain and been dismissed. This is for the ones who sat in silence, walked out of a conversation feeling dismissed, doubted, or discarded. This one's for those who learn that invisible wounds cut the deepest. You're not crazy, you're not overreacting, and you are not alone. I'm Kyle Hackley, attorney, author of Undercurrent, and the host of the AreYou Annie Podcast. And today I'm raw and without the hat. Annie's story is the backbone of this work, but really it's all about you. If you've carried invisible bruises, if you've lived the abuse you can't explain, I honor your truth. If you tried to tell someone and they just didn't believe you, I stand with you. Until next time, please remember you're not alone. And as always, remember that you are stronger than you ever believed. You are a warrior against narcissistic abuse. I want you to be tenacious and never give up on what you believe in and what's important to you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for staying until the end because I know you're here. Until the next episode, promise me that you'll be good to yourself. Thank you so much, and bye for now.